Good morning, everybody. We are completing the book of Genesis this week. And there's a verse that describes the death of Jacob. And if you pay close attention to it, you'll notice that it doesn't actually say that he died. And Rashi, quoting a famous discussion in the Talmud between two rabbis, says that one rabbi pointed out, based on this verse, that Yaakov Avinu lo meis, Jacob never died. And the other rabbi responded to him, well, then why did they bury him? And why did they mummify him? And why did they mourn him? And the Talmud discussion goes on, but the basic idea is that a person's spirit never leaves this world. What a person creates in this world, what a person adds, the light that they bring into this world stays a reality for eternity. A human being can become eternal by the choices that they make, by the good deeds and the commitment that they bring into this world and the light. And that's an amazingly powerful thing, that when a person leaves this world, they never really leave the world, because they continue to live on in the hearts and in the minds and in the souls and the spirits of the people whom they touched and impressed and moved and inspired in their lifetime. Now, I've always known this, not always, but for a long time I've known this Rashi, and I've been familiar with this idea, but it never really hit the depth of my soul until this week. Allie and I had an amazing experience where we went with a group of 31 women, and the only thing that these 31 women had in common is that all of their husbands have been killed in this war, starting from October 7th and onward. And we took these 31 women. L'Chaim Center was a big sponsor. We contributed a lot towards this event, and we brought these 31 women down to the Negev, to the southern part of Jerusalem, part of Israel, to give them an incredible experience in a 5-star resort for 2 days, with everything just to spoil them and to take their minds away from the life and the tragedy and the suffering that they're going through. And we had an opportunity on the second day, after things were moving along, to meet some of these women and talk to them and hear their incredible stories. And we met a bunch of them. We met a woman named Hadass Hershkowitz, and her husband's name was Yossi, and he was the principal of a day school in Jerusalem, a very well-known day school. He was the principal of the school. On October 7th, when he heard about what happened, he was 44 years old. When he heard about what happened in the south, he immediately took his gear and took his equipment and started going down to the south to join his reserve unit. And his wife said, "Are you crazy? You have 5 children. You're the principal of a school. How can you do this?" And he said, "Something is calling me. Like Abraham, our forefather, had a call. I'm being called down to go and fight and defend our people." And he went. And he spent several months there until he was killed on a Friday night in a booby-trapped building in northern Gaza. He's actually very well known because he wrote a song. He composed a song when he was in Gaza, and that song has become very famous. It's called Gam Ki Elech. You can watch it on YouTube. We met a young girl who's not yet 30. Her name was Coral, and she told us about her husband. They were married for six weeks. 6 weeks, she told me. They had been together for a few years. They'd been married for 6 weeks when he was killed in Gaza. And she said that they were very different people going into the marriage, and they were very different. They had unique personalities. But she said she realized after he passed away that his nefesh, his soul, had become absorbed into her soul. And she now isn't just Coral, but she's Coral and Nitzan, her husband. And that's what it means. Yaakov Avinu lo meis. Yaakov never died. That who we are in this world, it doesn't just go away when we leave our bodies. It continues. It carries on. The spirit of who we are and what we are lives on, and it's a light that continues forever. And it makes me think, and it makes me ask myself, what is my light? What is my uniqueness? What is my legacy? Where are the gifts that I've given into this world? Who are the people that I've inspired and touched? And it should make all of us feel that way. And it should motivate us to try to do more, to try to reach more of our potential, to try to be even greater than we are, and to give more, and to see more, and to hear and to feel more in this world, so that when we leave this world, people will say about us that our souls may have moved on out of our bodies, but we never died. We continue to live on in this world. Wishing everybody a wonderful Shabbos, Shabbat Shalom from Yerushalaim.